Hey guys, we are going to address a couple of questions that I've gotten really over the past year on obesity meds, and is it the best thing to do? How do you know who it's for, etc. So I want to talk a little bit about the history and why we have these meds. So you see it on TV a lot. I think everybody's aware now. There's a set of shots that you can do now. They're indicated even for weight loss. Ozempic, Victoza, Wegovy, there's several brand names now, super popular. I want to start this conversation by talking about our unique health, like your fingerprint, because it's so important in this situation too. Everybody's health is so unique. It's just like your fingerprint. No one is exactly the same. So remember that when you're making decisions. So many times people will see some of the success they've seen with somebody on one, and just remember, maybe that does work for you, maybe it doesn't. So let's talk about how these medicines work. And that way, if you are trying to make a decision on taking one of these medications, it would help. So the science behind this came decades ago when they discovered if you were to do intravenous, like if you just put glucose into your veins, the insulin response is different than if you orally ingested it. So if you're eating, your insulin response is different. Why is that important? Gosh, our bodies are so intricate. It's really amazing how many different processes are going on. It's absolutely amazing. But your body is built so that when you ingest and digest food, your blood sugar goes up, your pancreas secretes insulin so that you can process that sugar. So your whatever you eat can't get into your muscles, can't get into your brain, can get into your brain cells, but it can't get where it needs to go without insulin unlocking that cell for it to go in there. So your body is built to get that glucose out of the blood and into muscle cells, into your liver cells, so that you can function. If you have been diagnosed with diabetes, what it's telling you is that process has issues. That's what you know. You know that process. You either don't secrete enough insulin or your body isn't using that insulin effectively. You also could have issues with your liver. Your liver, if you don't eat, your liver is able to create glucose. So sometimes people have issues with that. Your liver's doing that too well and too much. Here's the thing with the weight loss drugs. What they discovered was intravenous. They put sugar just into your veins. Insulin didn't spike as much as oral. Here's why. You have hormones in your gut specifically to help with this process. GLP, which is the medicines are called GLP-1s. GLP is one of the hormones. What it does is you eat. It senses that. It tells your brain you're full, and it tells your pancreas to produce more insulin. Sometimes we have issues with that hormone. It doesn't work as well. It could be one of the problems if you are diabetic. Even if you're not diabetic, but you are overweight, it could be that those hormones aren't signaling right. If you're like, God, I never feel full, I can't stop eating. That's what sometimes this medicine helps with, because that signaling can be enhanced. It's like taking synthetic hormone. You're taking the outside version of it, but you're trying to help your system work better. Is it for everyone? Absolutely not. Because there's a couple of things with this. Number one, some people have side effects that are pretty bad. You have nausea, some people have vomiting. You don't want to lose weight because of the side effects. Some people do really well on these. You take them, you kind of feel queasy a little bit that first week, but that evens out. What I don't, and let me say, I should have said this in the beginning, this should be between you and your healthcare provider too, your physician, and you could have this discussion. What you don't want to do, so I've had clients that are on these medicines, I've had clients try them and quit them, and then of course I have plenty of clients that are not on these medicines. What you don't want to do is start this medicine and think, well, I'm taking this, I can do whatever I want. The best case scenario, if you're going to take one of these medicines, is to let it help you keep making great choices. So if you're taking one of these and you do feel like I don't have to eat as much, it doesn't mean, oh, great, I'm not hungry, so when I am hungry, I eat whatever I want, or I binge eat, if you will let it help you make good choices, that's the best place to use this medicine. I have also seen people do great on this medicine and then start out eating it and it does nothing for them anymore. So use it while you have it. Let it help you make good, let it help you with those brain, it's a thing. It's a thing for that satiety is what it's called, satiety trigger to not go off. When you're like, God, I just can't get full. I don't understand why I keep eating. It can help with that. So let it help you. And while it's doing that, and while you're letting that cut those signals off, figure out your protein intake, figure out your fiber intake, figure out your exercise and movement routine. Let it help you do those things so that you're in a good place. We'll tell you there is absolutely no data to show that once you lose the weight and come off the medicine, that you will keep it off. Doesn't mean you won't, because if you've put a lot of things in the right place, possibly. But just be aware. This isn't a fix. I'm going to take a shot for 6 months and then I'm going to be fine. I don't have to change anything. I have never seen that. So I just want you guys to think of all these things when you're considering it. There is a time and a place for them. It's not for everyone. But all of our health is unique as our fingerprint. So we are all very unique and we all have different things going on. It's figuring out what is it for me that I need to fix? What is it for me that I've got to start figuring out to hit the weight goals or to hit the health goals and energy goals that I want? So if you are a monthly member, do not forget, and I'll send another email today with a link. You have the option for a consult with me. I have 15-minute segments, so if you come up on like, hey, I really wish I could ask her this, for those monthly members, you have that link, and let's talk, okay? Talk to you guys soon.